Hey team, in this video, we are gonna go over some indoor practice. I'm gonna show you what I'm working on and why, and then some of the tools I have to help me move in the right direction. So stay tuned for the whole video. It's a nice, short and sweet one. I'm gonna take you through this process and show you what I'm working on, and maybe you'll get some insights as to what you can work on as well. So enjoy the process. All right, so I'm just gonna loosen up and kind of hit balls like I normally do with a 9-iron. Hey team, it's Coach back here on the other side, showing you a little bit about what the TrackMan is going to tell me and maybe why it's a valuable tool for when I go ahead and practice. You'll see the screen on the left is going to give me the club path, which is really the direction of my swing, as well as where the face angle is. It's great technology to help me decipher what it is that I'm doing and what direction that I have to go. I'm able to slow my swing down, see it from different angles, and start to appreciate the big picture of what it is that I'm working on. You're going to hear as I go forward some of the keys as I work on them, right? What are some of the differences that I'm focusing on? I can see that the ball flight is low. I can see that I'm not quite hitting it in the ideal spot, but what are the things that I'm focused on and how am I getting feedback is really the question as we move forward. One of the things I need to start sorting out is grip, but it needs to connect to the ball, and I know I'm getting really steep with it, so I just want to learn how to control the low part of my arc. And I'm just going to work on this. You're not going to believe that this is what I do, but this is it. And then I regrip. Right, here's where the steepness comes out. I'll show you from that angle. Watch my spine. And then I just have to learn how this feels. Now, while I'm using big words like spine and club path and all of that, I'm genuinely just starting to sort out how I'm going to approach this ball. And the truth is, when you're going through this process, you have to have different inputs to then get different outputs. And one of the things that you'll see me doing here is trying to rehearse what it actually is to swing from the inside to out, and then to also then rotate the face closed at the proper rate. You'll see me doing a lot of these single hand drills just to rehearse that so I get the feeling, and it's something that I can rehearse thousands and thousands of times without having to hit thousands and thousands of balls. So one of the things I'm working on is just keeping the back end part of my swing back here lower to the ground. So I'm rehearsing ball position back in the stance and hitting that shot right there. That's helping me sort that angle out a little bit. I'm trying to see more of them starting left, curving right. That means club path will be negative, which will be to the left, and face will be pointed positive of that, to the right of that, as a left-handed golfer, because it matters, okay? So that ball position's back. And I'm not asking for perfect, I'm just grooving the swing. We'll call this low draws. And I'm doing this because of my natural tendency on the golf course when I went and played. Boom, solid. Nice. Face is pointed right at the target, that's negative 0.1. Club path is -8. Here's a picture. Blue line's gonna be on the top. Gray lines down the middle. Ball position's back, makes this go that way. That face is gonna be negative a couple. Face angle, -4. Right in between all of that stuff. Right here. So that face was negative to the left there. -4.3, and then the club path was -2. So I didn't quite swing out enough on that one to do what it is that I'm looking for. I want the face really pointed at the target, and then I want my path to go out this way, so I squeeze that ball position back because that will cause it that way. Pretty well done. That should hook around. Club path, 11. Face angle, -3. That's the shape. You can see the shape over there on the left. I'll make that full screen as well. This pattern is something I know that's going to help me with my on-course results. Just getting more comfortable with this element of the swing is going to make it so I know where the back of that ball is when I come through. That's all I'm doing. One of those things I know I'm not doing so well is staying down on this and getting through all the way. So being able to just sink into this a little bit, lengthen this whole side, into this, and then eventually be able to lift. This is that backswing. And then I can feel my leg, hip start to separate. That's what this means. Right, this stays this way, and then body goes pressing in, boom. Right, I want to push with that heel as well. Right, leverage, leverage, leverage. Knees past the toe. Totally fine. Don't tell anybody about my socks. I know I'm not supposed to wear black socks with white shoes, but I am. And so team, this is me afterwards looking at a little bit of the information. You'll see the data tiles on the right that will segment via the club that I hit. So this TrackMan is a great way to digitize my practice so that I can start to see the tendency of everything as I go through. So a lot of this information I'm just ciphering through and just taking a look at what the tendency of certain things are, and if there's anything that I can take away from my practice that stands out as kind of a big deal. I know on the scheme of things I've been hitting it low. I also understand I'm trying to start that ball to the left side of the screen and get it to hook, so a lot of these patterns that you'll see will be me rehearsing that. That's one of the things that I believe I'm going to continue to work on because I know what eventually that will produce here. I can start to get an idea of my dispersion. You'll see all the different colors here are basically different clubs I've hit, different data sets that I've produced. And so going through this is just a way to look objectively at my practice afterwards and kind of appreciate the work that I did. So a lot of this is where you'll look at it, get some insights, know that you kind of did the right thing for the day, and then just kind of focus on the key patterns. So that's really all this machine does. This machine makes it consistent to practice and gives you some really good feedback. Makes sense why the pros use it. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching that video. Be sure to subscribe for the rest of the journey if you want to come along and follow the progress. Thank you so much for watching, and also get down there and ask some comments. Any questions that you have or pieces that you want to see for me to highlight, that's what I'm here to do. So thanks again, and hope you enjoy your golf journey. I'll see you out there.